it's through those trials and tribulations, it's be of good cheer like that, but also with what you have done in your life up to now, you've seen his hand.
Oh yeah, I witnessed it, man.
You've seen his hand. I mean, that wasn't no coincidence that you drove around that corner that day and saw that sign. But you had some inclination that where you were at, it was too small for you to expand, and you needed to go somewhere else, but you didn't really look for it. You kind of looked for it, but then one day you found yourself on that side of the town and went around that corner and run into that sign, and something said, "Stop."
Yeah.
And from there, one touch from him, one inclination. You're 3 years later now. And you go back to that one point, and where it just shifted everything.
Yeah.
And you're here now.
Yeah.
So when's the next word going to come, or how big is he going to get all of this other stuff that you're doing right now before he wheels you out of it or wheels you to the next thing to do? So you just be as good as you can be where you're at. So it's almost like you've learned to be content. But also, when he says get up for the day, you get up and you go, and you don't argue with him. You on the move doing the next best right thing. That's all you doing. Really, you're not really trying to figure it out. In the last 3 years, you think of the stuff you tried to figure out, and you think about the stuff that worked out.
Hey man,
and you ponder on that, and you lay your head on that pillow.
I listen to people.
You praise him.
Yeah, dude. I listen to people and listen to what mistakes they've made.
Yep.
And I try to capitalize off of what you did that was wrong. I'm gonna do the opposite, or work something to make it happen.
Don't model what they doing
if it's wrong.
That's right.
Right.
I mean, because you just walking upright. I mean, that's all you're doing.
That's what I told Murphy, man. I was like,
the morals have got to be there too.
That dude.
I mean, it's like what Jesus would do if he's living in your suit.
Right.
Think about it. If God was using your suit and walking around, which he lives inside of you, then what would he do?
Man,
he'd do the right thing.
Yeah.
So you do the right thing. Next best right thing, and keep moving. That don't line up with that mess that somebody else is doing. And look at what, and that's your integrity and your character's developed. But then also your pockets line too.
Oh yeah, big line, man.
It's line too, and there ain't many of them out there that can walk around and say that.
You're right.
Think about the people that you know that can walk around and say that they're blessed as much as you are.
So I had got this place and I had 30 tires.
30 tires.
30 tires, dude.
Yeah.
I went for 30 tires. I went for 60. I think I only had about $6,500 cash, and I came back to Memphis, and that was that. I was like, I'm gonna let this 65, and it gotta work.
Right.
Found this place. I used to stay right behind that neighborhood right here.
Over here by this place.
Yep, on the other side, and came up here to the store and saw this place empty. It was a car wash here, dude washing cars across the street.
Right.
He left. Ex hollered at the old girl. She was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to the lady who owned it. Got it together. Right. 30 tires. I started with 30 tires, dude. I seen probably about $500,000, close to $1 million.
And how long you been over here?
I've been here. I think both shops I had about 5 years of. Yeah. I done seen close to $1 million. I done seen close to $1 million in my numbers.
And then you've got, just with business in general, you've got this idea over here with this shed. Then you've got the building you're in over there now. Over there on the other side where I'm at, and then you got that dude renting over there. I mean, and really, you ain't really tried to make it happen.
Oh, you forgot. You missed this. I forgot to tell you this. I got a shower built upstairs.
Oh yeah,
that's an apartment, dude. Come on now. You know that deck back there upstairs?
Yeah.
I got somebody gonna come probably like next week, I believe, when you get chance, and wall it up. Okay. I'm gonna rent that place out.
You fix and rent it, give somebody else a place to stay over there.
Exactly, man. If I can get all my assets to be 100% assets to where I don't pay, and somebody else paying for it.
Well, it usually happens. I mean, it can happen that way.
I know it, man.
Yeah, even with the death, the death and loss of the daughter. You look at it too.
Yeah. I'm not hurt.
I mean, look at it too. Now, I remember when you lost her, and I was around a little bit, and it hurt you. I mean, it hurt. A loss of a child. I mean, the Father knows, the Lord knows that too. It hurt.
Man, that's the worst thing.
Now, when it comes to His redemptive ways, because He's a redeemer, He takes a bad situation and turn it into something good. That's just He's a genius at doing it too. Now, how long he takes to do it, that's on his time. When he takes to do it, how he takes to do it, he's a genius at doing it.
He's making it happen. Yeah.
That's the thing, because I'm going to tell you, 7 years ago, I was a mess. I was living to drink and drinking to live.
My wife was telling me about
7
this. She
years
told me
ago,
about
and he took me as a mess, right?
it. Mhm.
And freaking delivered me from it, and then turned around and took my life that I thought I needed to run the show and control and took it and said, put that in my hands too and watch me go.
Yeah, you told me this. Man. You told
Yeah,
me
so
this,
it's just
yeah.
testifying.
In the beginning, yeah, when we first met.
And even with your life, you know, with her, with that loss of that baby, you've got, however it turns out, you've got him working through the people that he's needed to work through with that attorney that you got, and doing what he's doing. It hadn't costed you a dime.
Nope.
And it's basically, you know, it's a malpractice suit. And however it's going to turn out is however it's going to turn out. You know what I mean? Because there was 3 things that the Lord says he delights in doing, right? In the book of Jeremiah, he talks about, he tells, let not a man glory in his wisdom, his might, or his riches. It's kind of in that realm.
Yeah.
But he said, but if he shall glory, let him glory in this. Watch this. That he knows and he understands me, right? That's a relationship, right?
All right.
And that and then he goes on to the next thing, I am the Lord, and for in these I delight. Then he talks about what he delights in.
Yeah.
He says, exercising my loving kindness, my righteousness, and my judgments in all the earth. I mean, just think that there's a being who loves you as your heavenly Father, who wants to exercise his loving kindness, his righteousness, and his judgments in every area of your life.
Right.
So if you take those 3 things and line them up too with the justice, you know, that could be that he could work to be served through the systems of this world as he does through that attorney, then there you go. You see what I'm saying?
No, you got God, bro. You gonna win.
Well,
all
I
the
mean,
time.
you're never going to be separated from him because you're one of his kids. There's nothing you can do that can stop him from being your father.
Bruh.
You see what I'm saying?
Bruh, hey man, if you ever asked me to meet you in Collierville, I would have never met you in Collierville. Off that expressway.
Yeah.
The expressway part come from Collierville, Arlington.
Yeah.
I would have never met you. I wouldn't even met you on the street off the expressway. I get pulled over. You know, I got to pass through there to come to work every day, right? That's
Right.
why I'm saying I would have never met you in the city.
No, you would never met me in the city.
So I get pulled over. I get pulled over by the police one day coming to Memphis. Late, not late at night, but like probably about 5 or 6 in the evening. It was rain. It was storming bad, man. I ain't never seen no police get out storming bad, man. Man, these people pulled me over, dude. So I take it. I go to jail on driving on suspended license. My license is suspended now, so I get them back together, right? But so I go to jail. Man, I thought it was gonna be crazy when I went to jail. It was the transition going to jail was so easy. I get out the same night within a couple of hours, right? I go to court. I'm thinking the dude was gonna hang me at court because I didn't have no driver license and I'm from Memphis.
All right.
Man, dude, you know what I squashed that case with? I paid $200 cash to get out, bond myself out.
Yeah.
$200 cash to get out. It cost me $150 at the most. Just kill a ticket. Over with, man.
It was
Over with.
It was it.
Man, I was like, man, I've heard all these bad stories about Collierville.
Yeah.
I didn't have no license, so I was like, hell no, I'd never get off in Collierville because I don't have the time to go to jail
Yeah.
to try to do this.
Yeah.
You know how you be gone.
You just was. It was going to be bad. That's what you was thinking.
That's
It's really going to be bad.
Yeah.
And it was just boop.
Man, it was smooth, man. It was just super smooth, man.
Just
No
boop.
problems, man.
Boop.
Man, if I had went to jail in Memphis, man, I'd probably still be in court.
Might
First
have.
court day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
First court
might
day,
have.
I killed the case. Now I'm free from that. I got this, I'm still going through this situation. These people on the, what you call it, the city people who come through, if you got a brick and mortar, they want to come through and inspect your building, make sure everything is in compliance.
Right.
Those people, man, they've been dealing with me for like almost 3 to 4 years on the same stuff. Now, the problem I'm having to get out of the inspection, you know, I spent almost like $2,000 just to get this toilet built.
Yeah.
That's one person,
Yeah.
and I got messed over on that.
Yeah.
So I spent another $1,800 to get it did. That's almost 4 G's. My baby passed. The judge brought up my daughter, and he knew, he felt my pain and all. Man, that man brought it up, and he started to talk about it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even speak on it, man.
Oh wow.
I couldn't even speak on it. So the judge parted. So he go, I tell you what, do what you gotta do. Don't worry about nothing else. Just do what you gotta do.
Huh?
Just do what you gotta do. Now, you know, he made a big speech in there, man. He had me crying. The prosecutor was patting me on my back. The prosecutor dude. You cutting me on my back.
prosecutor
Yeah,
patting you on your
man,
back.
that boy be my enemy, man. You know?
Ain't you good, God?
Yeah, man. So, man, I have no issues going in that place. Now I got a problem with the electric, getting the lifts wired up. Everything else has been done, man. I need to find somebody to wire them lifts up. Everybody I've been calling.
So you've stepped through all the electrical lists that he had over at the other
Yeah, I knocked them down.
Okay.
I knocked all of them down. Everything is like it's supposed to be. It wasn't nothing but a bunch of
Little
covers missing
but
and
still,
stuff
yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? But the lifts were the main thing to be wired up, and I couldn't do it because someone with a they could pull a permit has to call back down to get them to come in and inspect again,
Right.
and then pass or not pass, and repair was not.
So that's working out too.
I don't have nobody now, and I got days to go before I go back to court.
You don't have no
Electricity.
You don't know nobody, electrician that could.
Everybody out the book come, but never shows back up. And I'm looking at them like, bro, this is a big ass building. And I'm telling you, I gotta go through inspection. So your price, to be honest with you, man, as long as it's not a ridiculous price,
Yeah.
I'm forced to pay it. I gotta get it did.
Yeah.
Don't nobody look at it like the urgency of like, okay, I probably charge $250 to do this, and I might charge him $5. Give me that price, dude. Let me get this did, get this past me, so I can move on to the next level of where I need to be at, which will be to paint the shop, paint the car wash, buy the new things I need in the car wash again, and get the car wash all the way 100% running. I want new things in the car wash.
So you need an electrician
I need an electrician. I'm stuck, dude.
to do your permit.
Yeah. I'm stuck. Somebody signed it, and that dude never showed back up, and I got the permit.
Oh,
But that dude has to be the one to call these people to come out because it's under his name. And he never called it. Dude don't even answer his phone no more, man.
well, you got the permit,
Mhm.
so why can't you call it in as the tenant or owner?
Even though someone
Right. It's permanent.
And I can still
call it in.
say no more.
You can try it.
I'ma try.
Don't say nothing. Just call it in.
And they not gonna ask for like no code number, my license number, nothing.
They
like that.
got all that. They got the permit, number
Mhm.
one, and then they got it in the system, number two. When you call it in, it's automated.
Yeah. Okay.
It's automated.
Yeah.
When you call the number, it's automated. Then it'll go through the thing, and it's what you want to schedule for.
Right.
What is electrical final?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be on the list.
Right on the card from the phone.
It'll be on the
number.
list when you're on the phone.
So that's who I'm calling back then. Those people.
You
And
call-
not no direct person like
No, it's automated.
Say
You
no
can
more.
call it in. You can call it in. I mean, you call it in, another dude pulled the permit because we did. I'll give you an example. Let's see. We had